Professor David Chang, President of Polytechnic University, Dr. Uzziah Galil, Professor Mer Horwich, the Chairman of the Management Department, Professor Harold Kaufman, Department of Management, Professor Nina Ziv, Department of Management, Professor Mihir Parikh, Department of Management, Faculty of Yeda College, Administrative Staff of Yeda College, Mrs. Ofra Elul, the Director of Yeda College. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first commencement of Polytechnic University, the Israel Extension at Yeda College. I would like to call upon Mr. Silvan Shalom, the Minister of Science, to the podium to greet the audience.
The Mayor of Rehovot, Mr. Shuki Forer, our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to have here the Polytechnic University branch. We are very happy in Israel. In particular, the synergism between science and management will play a major role in promoting competitive and sustainable economic growth. Indeed, it is now well recognized that science and technology will continue to transform world economies and societies. The business sector should become more efficient at turning scientific and technological research into useful products and services. In order to accelerate such a crucial process, we must have talented and qualified managers in the area of innovation and business, exploiting effectively scientific and technological research and development. Biotechnology is an example, is a very good one, where many scientific breakthroughs can lead to biotech industries, generating advanced products such as drugs and high-quality food. We hope that your graduates in MSM, Master of Science and Management, will significantly contribute to the creation of new biotech industries. I'm also pleased that the important area of management of information system is taking a central place in your college. Indeed, the information technology is revolutionizing the way in which knowledge can be manipulated, stored, and disseminated. Our experience in Israel has demonstrated how Internet One has contributed to a substantial economic growth. We now prepare ourselves for the next generation Internet, named here as Internet 2, which will create new advanced applications, systems, and services in the areas of education, medicine, economy, and methods of work, etc. To summarize, scientific and technological progresses is a key factor of projections in advanced countries. Wealth generation, competitive advantage, and improvements in the quality of life are made possible by the ability to create, distribute, and exploit knowledge and information. I wish great success and good luck for the MSM graduates, hoping that they will be leaders in a world which is being transformed by scientific and technological change.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be much briefer than Minister Shalom because I was determined as greetings, which are very short usually. I am honored that one of my first public acts as the newly elected mayor of Rehovot is to personally congratulate the administration, faculty and students of Polytechnicum University in Israel on this happy occasion.
I would like to call to the podium the representative of the students' class, Mr. Eddie Dalal, to say a few words.
On behalf of my fellow students, I'm delighted to welcome you to the Polytechnic University's Master of Science in Management commencement ceremony in Israel and to share with us this very important day in our lives. This event marks the fulfillment of our goals and aspirations as graduates of the Master of Science in Management program at Polytechnic University Extension at Yeda College in Rehovot. As members of the first graduating class of Polytechnic in Israel, we work together to overcome the problems and uncertainties encountered in a new venture. Together, we proceeded to the required courses, the examinations, and group projects. New friendships were formed and experiences shared. For the first time, we felt part of a prestigious, well-known American academic institution in which teaching techniques and course material were unique in comparison to the traditional academic institutions in Israel. Group projects, presentations, and case studies that we dealt with in our field of studies enabled us to look back and properly utilize the wealth of knowledge and skills acquired in our classes. The management specialties that we studied have already enhanced our careers and will surely help us in the future to reach our fullest potential as professionals and leaders. I would personally like to thank my classmates who became my personal friends for helping each other and me throughout the program. The teamwork that the program created was a key to our mutual success. I speak on behalf of all graduates tonight when I thank the administrative staff at Yeda College, headed by Mrs. Ofra Elul and Mrs. Rich Liesel, who were sensitive enough to all our needs and provided us with all that was essential to our success, considering the problems and uncertainties of such a new venture. We want to express our appreciation to Professor Amos Drori, our academic advisor, who helped make sure that only the best faculty teachers would teach us. These teachers passed on to us their knowledge and shared with us the experience of their extensive professional background. The faculty paid special personal attention to each and every student. The methods of teaching were unique, and the material taught was interesting and informative. They were all sensitive to the fact that most of us are employed professionals with families having responsibilities at work and at home. We give special thanks to President David Chang for honoring us at this special event, and to Polytechnic University for enabling us, in a true spirit of globalization, to receive an academic degree from a prestigious American university. Last but certainly not least, we would like to express our appreciation to two individuals who stand out as parents of the Polytechnic MSM Israel program. The first is Professor Harold Kaufman, who was responsible for establishing and directing this high-quality academic program in Israel. Throughout his frequent visits to our campus, he always made himself available to students' inquiries and helped in solving their individual academic problems. The second person is Mrs. Goni Bass, who administrated the day-to-day activities. She had to put up with the craziness that came with being the first class in a new academic program. She experienced everything with us for the first time and had to put up with the numerous demands, some of which were admittedly quite eccentric. And she survived the experience, acquiring wisdom in the process. So thank you for everything. I'll end by wishing my fellow graduates and those who helped us to get this memorable day continuing success in all your endeavors. Thank you all for coming.
Good afternoon to all our graduates and distinguished guests. On behalf of the Polytechnic University, I would like to welcome you to this commencement ceremony. My wife and I are indeed very delighted to be making our first trip to Israel and to be here today at Weizmann Institute. And the mayor is not here, but I was going to tell him that we indeed enjoy the books and the microscopes. We are especially proud of the historical linkage with this most distinguished institution and indeed are looking forward to furthering our association. Now, for those of you who may not quite understand this statement, I should point it out later in the reception. Professor Kazil will be talking about how Weizmann and Polytechnic University were tied together at its formation almost 40 years ago. We are delighted to have this special opportunity to learn more about your wonderful nation and to meet so many of you. Like you, we come from a society that views education and lifelong learning as the path to a successful life and to professional advancement. The reason, of course, we are here today is to congratulate these 87 graduates from the class of June 1998 and January 1999 of the Polytechnic extension at Yeda College. We joined them in celebrating an important milestone in their lives. They are, as you know, the first in this very special program at Yeda to earn a Polytechnic's master degree in management. I would like to take a couple minutes, just as I usually do at our regular commencement in New York, to call your attention to a few of our graduates today, because they represent so well the human spirit, the aspiration that are so typical of all our students, both in Israel and as well as in New York. Amos Raviv will be the first Poly graduate in Israel to pursue the doctoral degree. He will be attending the business school in Ben Gurion University in Tel Aviv. Amos is the secretary of the International Association of the Marine Industry Associations. So, even with a very, very busy schedule, he found time to finish his degree requirements. For his thesis, I understand Amos has proposed to build a new business model as applied to his industry. So Amos, please stand up and be recognized. Shmuel Auerbach was struck with polio almost 40 years ago, but he never allowed his disability to prevent him from succeeding in life. At age 45, he decided to earn his bachelor degree, and encouraged by Professor Kaufman, today he is receiving his master degree. By the way, Shmuel is the father of 9 and serves as the director of Research Authority at Tel Aviv University. Shmuel, we all applaud your courage, tenacity, and will to succeed. Congratulations. Can you? Now, to all graduates, we at Poly offer our best wishes as you begin or to continue your careers. We salute and applaud you for a job well done, indeed. Now, graduates, you are now joining an elite corps of men and women who have been taking their first but important steps towards understanding the increasingly critical role of that managers will play as technology and innovation transform the world economy and how we do business. The coursework you have completed has been rigorous. Your professors were selected from among the best faculty at Israeli universities, and many of them are top consultants to industry. I am confident in predicting that your degree from Polytechnic will serve you well in this global marketplace. Graduates, I also want you to know that the degrees you earned is from a university that is committed to being a world leader in the management of technology and innovation in this new era of electronic commerce. Indeed, your department, under the leadership of Professor Horwish, is quickly establishing an international reputation as a leader in researching innovation, technology, and information management, and in financial engineering. The faculty is equally committed to develop pioneering curricula to convey this critical knowledge to students. In addition to teaching and research, the department has also established in a few short years critical alliances with other respected academic institutions, including the London Business School and the leading academic institutions here in Israel. Indeed, it is not a coincidence that Polytechnic University especially looks to Israel, which we view as having been an extraordinary and multifaceted seedbed of entrepreneurs, large-scale R&D works, and world-class technology as the most important global partner. We aim to enrich and reinforce what is already a vibrant and mutually beneficial relationship with Israel's outstanding students, industry, and academic institutions. Poly has a long and proud history of global relationships. And I am actually proud to point out that over 25% of our Poly alumni are Americans of Jewish origin. So it is only natural for us to come to Israel to forge new partnerships. Graduates, please remember that your education is really only a first step in whatever should be a life of a continuing study. For no matter how much you learned to earn this degree, and no matter how well you learned it, please realize that today's technology and knowledge will be obsolete tomorrow. And they continuously will need to be updated. As noted by Dr. Frank Rose, the President Emeritus of Cornell University, that knowledge is really the new economic currency in the 21st century. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome Dr. Wazi Galia.
I think that the fact that the university recognizes the working industry, the entrepreneurship, the creation is a very good sign for you graduates of today, because that is really what is expected of you. And I guess when you decided to take your master's degree while all being very busy with other things too, it was because you believe that this is very important to be part of something, I can't say any more new, but something extraordinary that's happening in this country. Many years ago when I started, it was a dream that one of these days Israel will recognize the fact that the biggest asset it has were the talented people that could create a knowledge industry that will be recognized all over the world.